This segment will show you how to assemble your Husqvarna snow thrower attachment. First, attach the lift handle and cable, Part 9. Please note that for easier assembly of the lift release cable, tilt the snow thrower forward onto the spiral auger. Now, place the lift handle into the lift bracket on the right side of the snow thrower. Then fasten the handle to the bracket using two 5/16 inch by 1 3/4 inch hex bolts, Part B, and two 5/16 inch nylon nuts, Part Y. Be sure the lift release cable's plastic covering stays inserted into the trigger assembly for the next step. Now, push the lift handle down into the locked position. Then insert the end of the cable wire into the hole in the lift rod. Place the threaded fitting into the slot in the lift bracket so that one hex nut is above and one hex nut and one lock washer are below the slot. Now tighten the nuts, adjusting them to eliminate the slack in the cable wire. For more information, you can also refer to the Service and Adjustments section of the owner's manual. Next, tilt the snow thrower back down to the ground. Now, remove the nylon tie, which fastens the auger drive belt to the discharge housing, leaving the belt assembled around the pulleys. Also, remove the nylon tie which fastens the chute crank rod to the crank rod support tube. Assemble the crank rod support tube to the bracket on the left side of the discharge housing using two 5/16 inch by 1 1/4 inch carriage bolts, Part I, and two 5/16 inch nylon nuts, Part Y. Next, attach the chute tilt control assembly, Part 17, on the top side of the crank support tube. To fasten it into place, use two 5/16 inch by 1 3/4 inch carriage bolts, Part H, bowed washers, Part U, and 5/16 inch nylon nuts, Part Y. Next, attach the chute crank rod assembly brackets to the plastic bracket on the left side of the discharge housing. Align the chute crank bracket beneath the rod support bracket and assemble both to the plastic bracket using two 5/16 inch by 1 inch carriage bolts, Part J, 5/16 inch washers, Part Q, and 5/16 inch nylon nuts, Part Y. But do not fully tighten these bolts yet.